Now,
Let's see.
to YouTube! Away!
To the YouTubes. Did I say YouTubes?
Yes, you did.
Damn it. Right, okay.
It could be worse.
Mm-hmm. It could be many, many times worse.
Yeah, it could. I assume you're going to place it in all the appropriate places?
Oh yes. You know me, I am a connoisseur of placement.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So, hello everyone, and welcome.
There it is. Why have I got Inspector Gadget stuck in my head?
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Hey, Crow! I said that very loud.
Yes, you did. But that's okay.
I got a bit too excited.
It's okay. Okay. Yeah, this is fine as it is, but the above the heads is fine. I'm gonna have to crop down the topmost bit.
Mm-hmm. Is that for the wings?
Yeah, I need to have a lot of space for the big golf wings.
Of course I'm happy to see you, Crow. You're my favourite.
There we go. Now we just kind of scoot that back a little bit.
Oh, that's how you spell Daoine. I was only worried.
So the co-host for today is Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So... Actually, I think I'm gonna have her further up still.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw what you did. Software.
Yes, male Tosa. Yes. I kind of like the implication. That kind of made me cool.
It's just me putting in a crude background so I know what's going on where.
Mm. Also, is this Daoine experiencing GS?
Is this
God
Daoine's
shit!
experience?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is Daoine meeting his god. So yes, god shit.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the very crude background, so I have some vague good idea of the composition.
Mm-hmm. Did not mean to do that. Whoopsie!
What did you do?
I accidentally clicked something that I wasn't expecting to get my to death. I knocked it with my elbow, basically. Ah, the night sky looks pretty.
Gonna have to tweak the opacity of that so I can see what the hell I'm doing.
We get to see Daoine's butt, guys. Daoine's butt. Woo!
Samaruk is happy, I am assured.
Yes. Samruk's dreams are all coming true, baby. Sorry, I had to move closer. I somehow managed to push myself up against the wall.
But there's crew can bond over something, experiencing a lot of god shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, basically this is... While this is a sequence that I don't believe has happened yet to Daoine, it will happen eventually.
Mm-hmm. You could say this is how they dream about it.
That this is what they're hoping will go down when they meet their goddess.
Mm-hmm. One of those wondrous, wondrous champion of mine. I see you. I see what you did there. Good work. Good work.
How it's actually going to go. Hi, disaster. I need you to do a thing for me.
Yeah.
And I know because it's back to, the angle doesn't exactly look it, but he is looking up.
Yeah.
Hi, guys! Hey, let's go grab Kai!
Woo! Kai! 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 Kai!
I've got one. I've got the group chat already.
Oh, thank God. I couldn't find it.
Not Alter Jude or the Smoting of Heliod. Just a nice, peaceable, joyous meeting with his goddess. That's probably not how this is gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Huzzah!
Hello.
Hey, Kai! The background is kind of funky, but that's just the rough of it while I get this composition.
Mm-hmm.
Tauros, terrified of seeing Farika. Now, I wholeheartedly understand if Daoine's never actually had an encounter with his goddess at this point. This is just how he's hoping his encounter goes. Should he ever have one.
Hmm.
I acknowledge fully that his encounter is probably not going to be like this.
This is dream Daoine being like,
This is the expectation / hope. Reality is probably going to be. It's probably going to be. You're doing a good job hurting these gremlins. Keep up the good work. Oh, by the way, here's a thing I need you to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your goddess is a lot more kind.
Yeah.
Than most.
I mean, I kind of guessed that given the relationship they already have at this point, but I figured good to hear clarification from the DM.
The butts!
God damn it.
Sorry. You knew it was coming.
Yep.
Mumsy, did you sleep at all?
I did.
Not enough, apparently.
I did.
At least it's not a Friday.
That is true.
It's not like if Ava and Iroas had their roles reversed. That could be interesting.
If Ava and Iroas had their roles put reversed?
Bold of you to assume Jin can be wrangled.
It's less wrangling and more just sort of putting her in a direction and making sure it's the direction that everyone else is going.
Because dementia-addled turtle woman. But, yeah.
Oh, Jean.
Yes, Jean.
Basically, what Simon meant was, it feels like this might be an idea of what would occur if Iroas were the mortal and Ava the deity.
Ah, I see. So, centaur bull woman. Got you.
Which, while an interesting thought, is one perhaps best left to elsewhere. I was also trying to pass off as being like old. We love Jin just the way she is.
Oh, yeah. I am excited for what is to come now, because we're finally gonna be getting our first round of combat. Finally. Hopefully.
Woo!
Maybe.
We're sorry. We're very sorry, Kai.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, because, like, I expected us to be in combat weeks ago, but...
And then we all just kind of went, let's just investigate the bejesus out of everything.
You've created so much lore, Kai. That's what it is.
We wanted to process and take in it all.
Yeah. The lore nerds in us needed it.
But, yeah, despite not having met her in person, Daoine does have a very close relationship with his goddess.
As far as Daoine knows, he hasn't
met her, but gods are known for shape-shifting shenanigans, so... Which is why I haven't met her is couched with, as far as I know. And as far as I know, gods tend to save the light show for when it's really very important.
Tappity tap 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 tap.
There is a reason why I'm doing the tappity 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 tap 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 tap, but I can't find it. Damn it.
Ah, you were searching for a thing.
Yeah.
And you misplaced it.
I did.
Yeah, Daoine is very faithful to his goddess, and he tries his best to follow what customs he can when traveling abroad.
Yeah.
And so far, she's been okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, in Daoine's mind, fantastic.
Hmm.
I was going to talk with him to try and schedule that.
Ah, yeah. Damn it, I can't find it. Yeah, I'm annoyed. Meh.
What are you looking?
What were you looking?
Right, in Black Clover, the Wizard King hides himself in random places by pretending to be an old woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to try and find that just to be like, hey, look, it's Daoine's goddess pretending to be a random old woman, just hustling,
Vibing.
just hustling people for money for no reason.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds like the Death Gods thing, to be honest. Just. I'm a devil at poker. I poke. I have a weird sense of humor today. I'm sorry.
We noticed, but it's okay. Yeah, and
Simon was asking you a question, Susan.
I answered it already. I am going to be scheduling that with Stug.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Abby. Bye, Abby.
Cat!
Where do you go, cat? Where do you go?
Probably to go be a nuisance somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I say that, I do love Abby. She is good kitty.
Mm-hmm. Feel like that's what you also say about us. It's like, they're annoying, but they're my friends.
Nah, I don't think you guys are annoying.
Give it
I am.
time.
If Jack Roxas Groove met with the Astoria party, that would actually be deeply entertaining.
Yes. Mostly because of how Daoine. Right. Daoine's god. Can we talk about her a little?
Sure.
She moth girl.
I mean, that's what I was told. I may be wrong.
Moth girl. Flutter.
Well, I mean, she's still the goddess that she is, but because of the realm she's inhabiting, yeah, moth. Moths are her animal.
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Her thing is, behold, moth.
Speaking of which, why the hell have I got so many moths outside my window today?
Because
I don't...
how early is it over there?
It's like it's nearly 4:00 in the evening.
Oh.
It's just weird that they're all just sort of camped out.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Count how many there are. Might be an omen.
9.
Not exactly, Simon. Because Draxproxis, it's not like, oh, you're an animal, that means you're a god. That's not how it works. But also, not everybody believes in the pantheon in Draxproxis.
Like the worshippers of that one poor fellow who was probably just going, why are you like this?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect there's any confusion there. Unless you're saying somebody in the Astoria party is like a goddess or...
No.
demigod.
I think it was just a confusion due to the fact that
Moth.
the goddess we're currently doing has been described as possessing animal parts.
Oh, yeah. Well, hers is a special case, actually. She doesn't really, like...
Have that many?
And she sees a god. Holy grandchild. Holy grandchild. I love that.
Poor Daoine.
Oh, yeah, totally try that. I dare you to try that to one of my gods in the campaign, Crow.
Daoine's
See what
just
happens.
sitting there going, please kill me.
I feel like Daoine's goddess would be one of the only ones chill with that sort of thing. She'd just probably ignore it, be like, ah, okay, yeah.
Sarcasm.
Where'd you get the total? 1974? Oh.
Where did you just... I can imagine her kind of looking at Daoine like, where did you get this? And Daoine just going,
And she's like, darling, I respect your choices, but where the hell?
I was at an inn, and it was already there. I don't know from whence it came.
But it came with slime.
Okay, that's totally how she talks now in my brain.
It brought this. Holds out the slime.
Oh, honey, we need to sit down and have a little talk about this because this is interesting. It is here.
It's like, Daoine.
Wait, what were you trying to be there, Mumps? Like,
My accent just fucked me.
Were you trying to mimic my southern accent?
No,
Poorly?
I was not.
Mumsy was possessed
really
by an
smart.
accent of unknown providence.
Right?
But, yeah, I will say this, until told otherwise, Daoine will 100% believe that Matoyu is the result of a wizard being allowed anywhere near tequila. It's just, and you're what happens when wizards get drunk.
If only it were that simple.
Daoine will continue to believe that until told otherwise.
Mm.
I had to add to Crow's joke.
Parrot noises. But yeah, Daoine probably has.
Sorry, I know no one knows the context of this but me and Mumsy and Susan. It's just so funny.
God, subtracts Proxys season. Okay, what the. Yeah, Daoine is asked about any of his friends. It's just, I just found them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, surprisingly, if Jin were to follow a god, any god, it would be the god of death.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That really makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, Simon. I was just like, what? Mumsy, what? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I was trying. Right, this is the thing. I was trying to.
Mumsy got possessed by somebody from a region in Iceland.
Probably.
Badly.
It was funny because I was doing at one point I was doing a Bristol accent, then it turned to something else, and then at the end became Southern, and I was just like, okay, where am I going with this?
Yeah, the part that sounded Southern got to me because I was like, wait a second.
What the f*** is that?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, just, what the f*** is that? Yeah, the... Yeah,
Liam will remember this moment. I'm kidding.
But yeah, just until told otherwise, Daoine will probably believe that he will probably look at his friend maybe from when he tumbled down the volcano.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did tumble down a volcano.
But that was Icelandic.
Yeah, I was in Iceland.
Actually, to be fair, yes. Samaruk did tumble down a volcano.
Did I?
The incident, Mums.
Oh, the incident. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's just everybody else in the party. I have family issues. Daoine, I'm adopted.
Oh, you poor soul. Everyone can just carouse around them. Oh, you poor soul.
But I'm fine with being adopted.
I have amazing dads. Like, I don't understand why you're trying to make this into a thing.
Behold, behold, my dad's. And of course, his parents accidentally picked that exact moment to be disasters.
I mean, you're proud of your paladin dad. Like, you'd feel okay with showing your paladin dad to your friends. It's more your druid dad that you're just like, okay, dad.
Just
really, dad, please.
That's just a dad. Why?
Father, why did you have a mud bath at this particular moment? Just why?
No more. It's just Dad. What the Dad? I'm an adult now.
Well, Simon, to answer that, the fact is we have a very big party, and this campaign only happens every 2 weeks, so we're still on our first quest, as it were. And combat has not happened. And we're like 6 episodes in. And I was like, and I'm like, okay, you guys are on a time limit now.
Because you're like, we will investigate. Shenaniganery ensues. Okay, so there were a few chaos gremlins involved.
Yeah. To be fair, y'all's decisions made this last a lot longer than it could have.
Yeah, because we wanted to make sure we didn't like fuck up somewhere along the line. But yeah, basically,
Now,
Daoine's druid dad is very protective.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But to get more down to it, I am surprised with how much the Drax Brox's crew has already uncovered.
Yeah.
They started at level 1 because they babies. They're already at level 3 right now, I believe.
Just from investigation.
It's for plot progression. You got that sweet, sweet XP.
Experience for progressing the plot. Yay.
But also, we progressed the plot. Oh no.
Yep.
Forward, ever forward! Oh god.
Yeah, no, they started at level 1, and that's why I had them stay in the settlement of Mapleshire for the beginning. But my other goal was to get the party invested in this area, become protective of this area, and I feel like I've succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah. We must protect Tim at all costs. Tim is a good boy.
I mean, I feel like Samuruk just sees all the NPCs right now, and he's like, I must protect you. I must protect you. I must protect you. I must protect my wife's fine ass.
Damn.
I feel like Druid Dad is Iroas to Cadmus plus Ava's dad. I don't wholeheartedly know what that means.
I wouldn't say so.
He's just a lot to handle.
Druid Dad's a goofball.
Oh no.
Druid Dad, I'm not saying that he can't have his moments. He can be a very he is a very respected person in Elven society. Like he's come a long way. But
he has his moments of whoo boy.
Where do you think Daoine gets it from? Is all I'm saying. Like
he gets his mischief
Daoine
streak from somewhere.
Yeah.
I am a prankster.
I'm gonna try not to cry when you meet your dad again.
But that's if it happens, I'm not gonna fault you for it.
I mean, he loves you so much.
Aww.
I say he's smarter than Tauros, but yeah, kinda. I consider him more like if Aslan was a dad.
Okay.
I get it now. I get it. Yeah,
but yeah.
I see it.
You know, the awkward. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
I'm doing this wrong, aren't I?
I kind of imagine the two just sort of looking at each other and going, "Chaos hours? Chaos hours."
I had to.
Yeah, I would say if I had to compare him to anybody in Theros, I'd compare him more to Aslan than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
And Daoine is Taragony.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Just hopefully not saying some of the things that one has said. Please don't. No, Daoine has a very healthy respect for his goddess.
Mm-hmm.
For many, many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Also, her dad follows this goddess.
Yeah. Daoine's
he's one of those very religious druids.
Yeah. It's like, your dad's a druid. Yep. But he worships a god. You say that like those are mutually exclusive things.
Exactly. It's totally normal.
Yeah.
religious druids exist.
Well,
They're
of
just not
course.
terribly common. This druid dad. Yeah, no, druid dad. He and druid dad worship this god. Both worship her, so I doubt there's going to be any telling of her to jump in a lake.
No,
Yeah.
he kind of has a debt to her, which I won't get into.
For plot
Because
reasons, because plot.
Yeah. Susan knows the
This.
story. It's just because it was such a big thing that I was like, okay, look, I know this isn't I know that this isn't a secret for you, but I need your opinion on this. Would you like this? And Susan was like, oh my gosh, I love this story. And I'm like, oh, I
don't think Paladin Dad would either, because the god he serves, if I recall, they either serve
the father of this
same
goddess.
goddess. Yeah, because basically, Paladin Dad serves the father, Druid Dad serves the daughter.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Both parts of the lineage. Yeah,
Yeah, the Elves Pantheon's quite interesting because it's just those two.
It's these two. Why is it just these two?
Shenanigans.
By the way, I found Ava's damn it, Daoine's parents at a party. Just ding.
I mean, yes, that's exactly who they're based on, so good job.
Woo! I know my shit.
Yep.
I mean, they're very classy when they're together. Like they steal the spotlight wherever they go.
Yeah. And Dowie's just like, and that's my dad.
And there's my other dad.
Yep.
They are married.
Yep. Hence why Dowie looking at Isaac is going, I have so many ideas for how to mess with you that I can get away with. Because I'm not technically diplomatically important. I'm not part of negotiations. I can mess with this man.
Lord Isaac is one of the councilmen of Mapleshire.
He is not a nice man.
He has put Samuruk through the emotional ringer a few times in this campaign so far, and I'm telling you now, the urge to punch has been very difficult for Samuruk to stop.
I just love how every sort of villain that I've introduced, you guys have been like, okay, we're gonna punch him or we're gonna kill him. And I'm like,
There is
nice.
no in between.
This...
I mean, at least with Isaac, yes, a punch is well deserved.
Yeah, it's just...
Why, you say? Well, funny you should ask. So basically, in the current quest that they are going through, and this is for spoilers because, these episodes haven't been released.
We're on a quest to go find a thing.
Yeah, they're on a quest. We're going to be kind of vague. They're on a quest to find a thing. They know who the perpetrator is, but the perpetrator has their...
Is it?
Oh, it's back.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, it's off
Give
again.
it a bit. It'll get its shit together.
Okay.
It's fine on my end.
I'll wait for a second.
It's fine on my end.
We're good.
Okay, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's good. So because of said shenanigans going on, they have recently discovered that Lord Isaac is a horrible father.
Very controlling.
His son, who is connected to this individual, is someone that they, basically the party has found themselves very much like, okay, we're not going to kill the bad guy here because the bad guy is kind of a bad guy of happenstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad guy did not ask to be bad guy in this situation. Bad guy got given really bad hand by life.
Yeah. And that's what I really love is that, you know, you guys have uncovered enough to where that's the case. Because just imagine if you guys haven't uncovered, like, some of these plot points, you'd be like, man, this guy's a dick.
Yeah.
And me, the DM, just quietly sobbing in the corner. No, he's not.
He isn't.
He isn't, I swear.
Fortunately, the party has discovered what we've discovered, and we've decided, maybe we're not gonna, like, just kick down the door and kill him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to try to find the truth when the adversary is an 18-year-old Triton boy.
Yeah.
Now,
Of course the party's gonna be like, what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah. You're gonna... Yeah, we're... I don't think we could get away with out and out... But... we will definitely make sure this man does not have a good time.
Yeah, if they kill the dad, they're gonna get banished. Just what I'll say.
Yeah.
He's a high-ranking official.
We cannot...
They're not gonna be able to cover that up.
Yeah, we can't just... So...
No more hoboing.
Yeah.
Not unless you guys want to go to jail.
And
possibly die.
And we'd really rather not.
But basically at the moment, what the party has done is they've distracted the councilman so that they could talk to his son about what the son knows.
And the son knows quite a bit.
Yeah, he knows quite a bit, but considering the
circumstances,
circumstances, it's stuff that, you could say that they could have done okay without this information, but what this does give is it does give you guys a little more
insight
of a way to persuade our antagonist, because now you know his love interest.
Yeah, we know the love interest. We know the heartache that they're going through. We know the reason. Well, we have an idea of the reason why they're doing this.
Oh, Murphy's Law with the councilman's life?
We're not gonna play Murphy's Law with this man because, well, it's not.
Well, no, like, Murphy's Law wouldn't involve the party. Murphy's Law is basically, what can go wrong will go wrong.
To be fair,
sort of like karma, but just, like, extreme.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I don't know, really. It depends on what Lord Isaac does in the future.
We shall see what comes of
it. To be fair, he is a part of... It's kind of funny how many arcs Isaac is part of.
Oh, no.
More arcs means more opportunities to deck him in the schnoz.
I mean, it's kind of hard not for Lord Isaac to be involved because he is one of the councilmen of the town you inhabit, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, doesn't mean we have to like him.
Yeah.
No. He is not a pleasant man, and Samaraka's definitely fought the urge to punch the man on many an occasion, but yeah.
But yeah, no, like, just to set the scene, when they went to interview Isaac's son, Isaac was there, hands on his son's shoulders, squeezing, being like, I'm here the whole time, you're not allowed to talk to him alone. Basically, textbook manipulative parent.
Us.
101.
Yeah. And we're all just like, dick.
And Samarak is trying to subtly sign things that only the son would notice. Oh, it was...
It was quite intense.
You're telling me my sphincter was clenched so hard during that entire exchange.
Mm-hmm.
By far one of the most fun sort of interrogations I had to do.
Yeah. We'll have to come to that at another point, seeing as I don't have my notes in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Hello,
Yeah.
Blake.
Blakey!
Of course, I do know what would happen if Jude was inserted into this party.
Mm-hmm.
He would get along swimmingly with all of you because he'd be like, yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah, Daoine's thoughts are just, I want to mess with this man so badly.
Mhm. If Jude was there for just this interaction, you want me to set his house on fire? I'll set his house on fire.
No, Jude. No, Jude. Somebody we like lives there.
Damn. Next time.
Next time, I swear, I will burn something down.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm interested in seeing how you guys interact with some new NPCs coming up soon.
Hmm.
Especially the Queen of Phosphia. That's going to be quite fun for me to play.
Hmm.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, there's going to be a fancy dress event to which poor Daoine's just like, ah!
Yep.
And Samrick's just like, yes, I'm gonna be fabulous. It's just mwah.
Later.
I feel like Samurok has been looking forward to this event because he gets to see some of his siblings. He's not seen them in months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
He's
they're
It'll be quite emotional.
Yeah, he's wanted to sort of do good in Mapleshire, so then he could be like, hey, look, brother.
Sister,
I'm
look at my
doing good.
accomplishments.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Tell Dad he doesn't have to worry, just
Can I come home now? Sorry.
please. For the love of God, it's absolutely freezing here. I am freezing my balls off here. I prefer the desert.
I prefer the desert over the snow.
Yeah, and of course, then we have, of course, during the prep, it's like, Daoine, what is taking you so long in there? Give me a minute.
Samrock walks in, almost has nosebleed, realizing they haven't actually got changed yet. Just
It's like,
I would have you take a d6 of psychic damage, Mumsy.
the best kind of psychic damage.
Consequences for not respecting boundaries.
Daoine's just like, you okay over there?
Swimming.
Okay. Because the thing is, although Daoine does have a standard humanoid's ideas of like modesty and such, it's not.
It's not that Daoine doesn't care that somebody has intruded on their personal space, but
It's just a. I get it.
oh, this
You're
is
from.
happening.
Yeah, with a little bit of a. Okay, I get it. You're from a different culture. Knock, please. I might be naked next time, and nobody needs to see that.
Uh-huh.
We could say he grew up with. It could be because the fact he grew up with 6 brothers. If someone was in the bathroom, it was because they were just doing nothing.
And
The bathroom was the meeting place for shenanigans. I'm kidding.
Wow.
By shenanigans, I mean, we get to, actually be kids for once.
Yeah. Who's got my sailboat?
Go put the sailboat in the bathtub.
Samurai! You little swine! It's my boat today! No,
To be fair, the bathroom is quite luxurious and big.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, makes sense
Think of
since there's like 6 of you.
Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah,
7.
communal showers are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just okay, I get it. Your culture has a thing, but knock next time. I might be naked. Nobody needs that.
You are!
Oh, sorry about that. Give me a minute.
All of a sudden, Samuruk, the back of your neck, you feel this sort of prickle sensation
Like
that you only feel whenever you've been caught doing something you shouldn't, and you turn around, and there's your wife with her arms folded.
It's just like, hi.
The danger pin has activated.
And she'll send a smile and like, hello, Daoine.
Just like, don't fault him.
Oh.
Mistaken cultural thing. Pat, pat, pat.
Hi, dear. I was gonna get ready, but the call of nature called, and I decided to go to the nearest loo. Why am I explaining this? This is really bizarre.
I'm gonna go.
She approaches you, her smile still in place, grabs your ear.
And you're in for it now, buddy. Yeah, it's just like
we have to prepare for the guests. So if you'll excuse us, Daoine.
Okay.
Bye. Just not signing. Just very, very embarrassed, blushing. Just
someone please kill me.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I hate awkward silences, but I
Yeah.
can't do shit about it.
Yeah. The reason getting ready would take Daoine as long as it would is boy has very, very long hair.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it is exquisite.
It's just what is taking you so long in there? I have hair down to my ass. What do you think?
Samuruk, it's a beautiful ass. Well,
Are you all right over there?
What was that, honey?
Nothing, sweetheart. I am having a day. My brain. Ugh.
He looks almost like a she. Well,
Oh, maybe I should take you to the nearest apothecary if you're having so much trouble.
That would be lovely.
just get me out of here.
People do make that mistake, Simon, actually.
A lot of
in the game.
people. A lot of people mistake Daoine for a very pretty lady. And Daoine's just like,
It's like, elf.
And for Daoine, it's entirely just a, meh. These things, they
For the
happen.
last time, I am not female.
Okay, I'll be on my way.
Yeah, it's just, it just looks at the person in question. I don't think this is going to work.
Mm.
It's like, oh, well, why not? It's like, for one, I'm a dude, and for two, my father's right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Oh yeah, no. If Samuruk pulls anything with Daoine, you will feel the fury of a level 20 druid.
Oh fuck!
And Daoine's just like, Dad, it's fine.
He's a married man, Daoine.
Oh, right.
It's not that Samuruk would try anything, but good God, would his mind play tricks on him? Will his mind betray him? Maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking this is just this isn't Daoine when there's been a fight. Like he was just out sparring, so he's kind of in a light short sleeve tunic and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no.
Because armor is hell.
If your dad finds out that Samuruk has a thing for you at any point, he's gonna be like, okay.
Which Daoine is just clueless about.
How would you like to die today?
Daoine's just
a lot of my old life, but in this moment you have unleashed a fury that has stayed dormant for about... How old is Daoine? 18 years?
Daoine's staring down the barrel of his first century.
Oh, yeah. For the past 100 years, I've been a gentle soul, but you have unleashed the past.
And Daoine's just like, Dad, why?
Samuruk's just slowly edging away. So, Daoine, it was lovely to meet your parents.
When you meet Druid Dad, you're gonna get this strict feeling that you're like, it's like whenever Tefani is mad at you, and you're gonna be like, why do I feel like I'm such in danger? There's no brothers to hide behind now.
And poor Daoine's just blissfully unaware.
By the way, I found the look just the bats say hello.
Honestly, if I was going to say what happens, like all of a sudden you find like a bunch of all of a sudden the whole room dims, like the roots of the trees start to pulse around you, and you start to notice there's a lot of in this room.
Yeah.
Around here. Why do I feel murderous intent? Back away, real slow, like Daoine, just like.
Daoine's just doop 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 doop. Ooh, hey, a punch bowl.
Daoine's just like, oh yeah, you and my dad have a great time. Like leaves the room.
It's like it's like, ooh, hors d'oeuvre tray.
Hors d'oeuvre tray. I'm gonna go get some hors d'oeuvres, and your dad's like, you do that, pumpkin.
You just do that. Just immediate turns to Samuruk. So, what is your relations to my darling child?
Samuruk. Business?
Business? It looked like pleasure to me. No, definitely business.
I am realize that I can see what y'all do on y'all's adventures through every tree.
And of course, Daoine, who's been an innocent soul, is just like doop de doop de doo.
Comes back about 5 minutes later.
It's like, you may also be royalty, sir, but you've been stripped of that title, where I am still a force to be reckoned with.
Daoine's just like, I'm back! Oh!
Hey, sweetie, how are the hors d'oeuvres?
They're lovely, and I'm glad to see you two are getting along.
Oh yes, quite well. Aren't we, Samuruk? And he kind of grabs you by the arm.
Oh dear, Sean and Pyrrha, if Pyrrha was a guy. Well, the thing is, that ship did have about 0.2 seconds of sailing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by all means, like, some of the reason why your dad is so protective is like, yeah, that boy will lead you to your death.
Cute Daoine kind of quietly going to say, but Dad, I'm not into men.
I know.
But he is.
But he is.
He He is.
Daoine. Yeah, I knew that when I first looked at him. He reminds me of you and Dad.
That's what concerns me.
Looks over to Samruk. Samruk's just sort of sitting there in the fetal position. I will be good boy.
What did you... Dad, what did you... We talked about traumatizing people.
Yeah, your dad's just like, hey, I don't see your dad around.
I was given permission to go to this party without supervision.
Yeah, because he has worked hard to gain this acceptance, and he's just like, yeah, no, if I were to, if I were to do anything, no witnesses.
Am I still gonna be live past noon? I might end up there just because of the complexity of this piece.
Probably, yeah.
But
yeah, no. Your dad's quite an interesting character.
Yeah, and then you have Daoine getting ready for the party where it's just like, and time to put on my favorite outfit, get my hair done. Dear God, why do I have so much fucking hair?
Samruk's just like, I've been there. Just flaps his dreadlocks. Puts it up in a bun. Just.
Yeah. I'm not in the takes a lot. Yeah, the thing is though, Daoine is still young enough in terms of Elvish society. He has no idea what he's in. He will figure that out when he gets there.
I mean, right before he left home, he did have his first instance of, ooh, pretty.
Yeah, but he's not sure if that was just his brain going, that is aesthetically pleasing, or I like that. Yeah, he has no idea if that was just his brain going, this is aesthetically pleasing, versus I want to kiss that.
He's like, I'm very confused right now into how I feel about this individual. Do I want to kiss them or do I want to run?
Yeah, it's just, Dad, I'm confused. I'm having emotions I'm confused about.
Been there, honey.
Oh yeah, I know. Your druid dad's like, look, I should have had this talk with you a long time ago. So, you're gonna be experiencing some weird emotions.
Daoine, oh dear God. Just...
And that's totally okay.
Just not... Yeah, and of course, Daoine's just...
No, while y'all are at the dinner table, all of a sudden you see your paladin dad walking by towards his study, and you're like, oh, hey!
Hi, Dad!
Hey, Dad! We haven't said hello in a while. How are you doing? Get me out of here!
Hey, look, Druid Dad, it's the love of your life. The one that...
Daoine's type? Daoine has no idea.
Well, so far, Daoine's type is deadly.
Yeah, so far, it appears for Daoine his type is, I might die.
I might die, and I'm okay with that.
Both of his parents. Oh, this is a terrible idea.
I think I also know what Samruk's type is. Forbidden love.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah.
So, maybe.
So, but to be fair, it might be because of trauma.
Yeah.
Because
The love that can't be had is safer than what could be had.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last time didn't go very well.
Not well at all.
Yeah, in a thing that the DM likes to call the incident.
One of a few incidences of his life that have left him scarred, slightly traumatized, but above all else, Samuruk.
Yep.
And then you had Daoine who's like, I grew up fairly well adjusted.
Your sister gives you a nuggie. Oh, it's little Rookie.
Little rook. Yeah, stop it with the little rook.
Daoine looks at his parents. Why don't I have any siblings?
Your druid dad just sweats.
Looks over towards Samuruk and his sister, just doing this little with someone else just going.
Like your paladin dad just gradually puts on your shoulder and is like, well, you are such a treasure, like why would we ask for more?
Oh, okay.
Druid dad lets out a breath.
You're so good at these things. Maybe you should deal with our emotional stresses of our daughter.
Oh, hey, Gray! Oh God, Gray just turned up.
Hey!
I feel like I turned up at the wrong point. Nope.
Hey, Gray!
Nope, there is no wrong point to be here, Gray. We're glad to have you.
Hi, Gray.
Well, the thing is, he hasn't technically dated anybody yet.
No, Daoine's never dated anybody. His dad made sure of that.
He's had crushes, he just hasn't done anything with them.
He would find that all of a sudden his crushes were sent on, on expeditions.
Elsewhere.
They went to a farm.
They are elsewhere. Daoine. Oh, okay. Continues on with life.
Paladin dad just looks at Druid dad and goes, where did you bury them? Shh.
Oh, what about Samuruk?
What happened regarding the incident?
Oh, what happened regarding the incident? Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, no, I'm not saying anything.
Me and Mumsy are sworn to secrecy on the incident until said things are revealed in plot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, until it's mentioned in a recording, it's not exactly discussable.
I will say Samuruk does know how to pick them.
Yeah?
Because damn. Like, I look at this NPC and I'm like, oh, it's such a shame what happened to you.
Because, hot damn, he's gorgeous. I will never forget I'll never forget Kai when you showed me the photo and I was like, that's the one.
Yeah. We were kindred spirits and then we were like, yep, this is the one.
Hello, I'm supposed to be sleeping. I'm not. Go to bed, Gray.
Yeah, we ordered thee to go to bed.
I was ordered to go to bed too, Gray, at 5-ish in the morning. So yeah, I've been
Good God, man.
I woke up to pee and then I just existed.
Yeah, whenever Mumsy is awake when I'm still awake, that's when I know, okay, you're not supposed to be awake.
Why is Samuruk into guys? Because his first crush was a dude, and then things happened and he kind of got developmentally stunted.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I mean, there doesn't have to be a why.
Yeah, that's just the quickest thing I could think of, given what's been discussed in the Discord regarding what Samuruk is.
Oh, I see. Gray is in that moral gray area where it's in bed but not doing the sleep.
Yeah,
At
it's
least you're in the bed.
But I mean, if anybody's going to answer that question, it would be Mumsy.
yeah.
Like, why specifically? Like, what was Samuruk's awakening to? Oh, hey, I like dudes.
He made the first move. Samuruk is a very sheltered and somewhat introverted in certain ways.
Which you wouldn't suspect these days.
No. But that's because the fact that he doesn't want to he doesn't want to listen to those inside voices. He tries to be as expressive as humanly possible, and is constantly leaving his office, much to the dismay of his wife.
And the poor schmuck who got hired to guard him.
All of a sudden, he's just Isabel from Encanto. What else can I do? I could do so much more. If I had my fucking vocal cords.
Yep.
What I do love, though, about Samarick is that he's still so expressive even though he's mute. Like,
Yeah. And some might say that might be the exes.
Also, to be fair, he did get all of his relationship advice from a brother that probably shouldn't be giving him relationship advice.
Yeah, the ladies' man Zelda Rook. Oh boy, he's named Zelda, exactly. That's his nickname, Zelda.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I always laugh when I hear Zelda's name. It was my decision, but I still...
Just imagine a very flirty, romantic Camilo from Encanto, and you pretty much got him. Zelda Rook.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just thought of something.
That's also his attitude about things. He is not going to be like... He's going to be upfront. He's like, oh, so you let a murderer be in charge of some orphanages.
Didn't know,
bro.
he didn't know he was one at the time.
Samuruk just crying. It wasn't planned, I swear.
All of a sudden, Zelda's like, like cool, quote unquote cool exterior just breaks for a second. He's like, hey, it's okay, and he kind of hugs you because y'all are the youngest.
Mm-hmm. Goes, what would I do for my little bro, my little rook? Stop calling me little rook before I punch you.
Meanwhile, Daoine's just standing there like, is this what siblings do? Is this why I don't? Is this why I don't have siblings?
Sister goes,
the closest things to siblings Daoine has is her cousins, but they still go home.
Yeah, it's like I have my. It's like, so you're an only child? Yes, I mean I have my cousins, but they go away at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And these people, so he goes to his parents, gestures to that mess over there. Is that sort of thing why I don't have siblings?
Well, actually, the engagement was quite an interesting ordeal, Simon. I can't wait till we dive into that because Samuruk and his wife's relationship is
complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. Not that his wife's not into like making this work. Like, bless her soul, she wants to make this work.
Samuruk wants to make things work for her too. He's just very unsure about everything.
Everything.
Yeah, he's just
and she knows that.
Yeah.
She knows. She's like, hey, I know this is a bad thing for you because she knows the whole story. Mm-hmm. She knows why you're here. She knows why this happened, and she's like, you know what? I don't really expect you to love me, but we have to just keep up appearances, you know?
Yeah.
Samura keeping up appearances. Hey, like, come by my office where we can make out or whatever.
And poor Daoine's just sitting there like, someone please either kill me or kill him.
Samuruk just looks at her, sees that she is like, what the fuck are you doing? And just goes, abort mission!
It's like, I thought this was my cue.
It was not your cue.
It is very sad, actually, because Because Mumsy really wanted my NPCs to be sad, because he has 2 NPCs that have a thing for Samuruk, but yet he claims that he does not have a thing for either of them. So I'm like,
he does, but he doesn't know how to go for it. He is not a instigator of relationships. That's Samuruk's issue. He doesn't know how to instigate a relationship, and because the fact that they are very strong, independent women, he kind of expects them to go for it. Try and
If he talks about this with Daoine, Daoine's just like makes a quick does his religion's equivalent of crossing himself behind his back. Okay, let me try and help you.
Yeah, because when Samuruk said that thing when they were talking about his office,
Samuruk's wife is Samuruk's wife's bisexual. Which is why she's okay with being married to him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got this. No. Samuruk's one and only attempt to try and say anything was what he said to his wife at the very beginning of the campaign, and he realized it went south so fast that he just was like, "Ah, shit, I'm never doing that again."
Well, I mean,
never again.
She was just kind of embarrassed because you're in a public setting. She's a councilwoman, and this is not the time.
It's just why are you like this?
Samuruk was just like, I want to try.
She rubs the bridge of her nose.
If Samuruk does ask,
tired man, yes, I am tired.
If he does ask Daoine about it, it's just like, maybe start with. Okay, Daoine in his head going, okay. Do I remember the advice Dad gave me about this?
The only thing Daoine remembers.
Dad? Which dad? That will be dependent on what role you make. Make a charisma. A charisma
one,
saving throw.
If it's just one, it's just I have a prompt to teleportation alarm in this particular part of your bag. Click it, and I will come running, and I will kill them.
Daoine, okay, that's not helpful.
Your dads are quite an interesting source of information, because your paladin dad, he'd be like, oh, well, it takes a lot of hard work for a relationship to work. And your druid dad would be like,
I don't know.
He's like, honestly, it still baffles me to this day. Because your druid dad's like, look, all I know is that, if anything ever happened to your father, I'd die.
I would not be able to function.
He's like, some would say this is Stockholm Syndrome. I would disagree. I've had Stockholm Syndrome in the past. This is not it.
This ain't it. I've been there. This ain't it, Chief.
And then Daoine would be like, what do you mean you've had Stockholm Syndrome in the past? And your druid dad would be like, I didn't say nothing.
Honey.
Business calls!
Oh, would you look at that? I have to go to the nearest temple.
Meow.
Oh.
Daoine, Dad's weird.
Dad, the only temple in that direction is Phosfiel. Oh, God, he's going to find it.
That's going to be both a show and not my problem.
Opens door. Ah, shit. Shuts it again.
Yeah, because in Daoine's mind, Daoine is not responsible for the shenaniganery of his parents. It's just,
to be fair, you did enjoy the tales that your druid dad would tell you of his exploits.
Edited. Yeah, and Daoine would go to his cousins and go, so, slight problem.
What did your dad do?
Well, Paladin Dad said, Druid Dad said he'd be going to visit a temple. Guess which direction he went that way.
Your cousins would just chuckle a bit. They're like, oh, he'll be fine.
It's not him I'm worried about.
And then they're like, oh, Phosphiolins, they can take care of themselves.
In the distance, boom!
A random tree just sprouts out of nowhere.
Just Daoine. Not my problem.
But yeah, no, your father can be goofy in some senses, but he's also very serious in others. So he's an interesting character because it's like
sometimes,
yeah.
Sometimes Dad's a goofball.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he's just plain scary.
Mm-hmm. It's like I have seen scary Dad all of once in my life. I never want to see it again.
Yeah, he's not very proud that you've ever seen him mad before.
And Daoine's just like, it's okay, Dad. I still love you.
And then he just melts. He just melts because you're giving him the validation. He's like, oh yes, my son loves me.
Daoine and Dad's at it again.
I'm doing something right.
And then you see Samuruk going, why doesn't my dad ever tell me that?
Because I think your dad has... Because I think your dad has issues showing his emotions.
Fun fact about Samuruk's dad. At night, when all of his children are asleep, he will visit each of your rooms and kiss you on the forehead and say that he loves you.
Aww.
But he will never do so
if you're
outside
awake.
of this context.
It's like fucking Santa. He doesn't come when you're awake. He just pops his eye around the corner. He's just like, he ain't asleep yet. Nah, not tonight.
He makes double sure that Samuruk's asleep.
Because Samuruk will shut up.
He knows when.
Whenever Samuruk wakes up when it happens, your dad just is there with a retrieve. Like you left your swords all over my throne room.
You left your stupid staff in my throne. I sat on it. My butt is now splintered. I'm going to bed.
And all of a sudden, you feel like there's something missing.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is a comedy gold thought right there.
No. He leaves, his cloak fluttering as he exits. You look next to you, your staff's right there.
You're like, huh? What?
Yeah, that's just what?
This is a tomorrow Samuruk's problem.
Yeah, and then by the time you wake up, you've forgotten all about it.
Yeah, that sounds like Samuruk.
Yeah. And of course, whatever context angry druid dad popped up in, Daoine's just like, okay, yeah, that's justified, Dad.
Mm-hmm. At some point, I will say trivia on your dads. Paladin dad has had to get onto your druid dad for, constantly, not wanting to leave your side.
It's like, come on, let him be an adult.
Let him be. Even as a child, because he would just follow you. Because when you were learning to walk, he was so nervous.
Just like do.
Follows you with a pillow.
I could never be ready for this. It's like because I've sent you the Steven Universe song, or that that encompasses your druid dad. He was not ready for parenthood. It came to him out of nowhere, and then suddenly he was like, okay, I'm in charge of a small being that I'm not instantly going to kill.
I don't know how to keep this thing alive, but I will figure it out.
I know what I'll do. I'll look at the animal kingdom. kill all that approach child.
Paladin Dad, do not.
Paladin Dad pulls your Druid Dad by the ear. No. No, we've talked about this.
We're not raising our child like a wolf.
Meanwhile, Tiny Daoine's just like, ooh, shiny.
Yes, Simon, that's exactly an argument Simon, that's exactly an argument that Druid Dad and Paladin Dad had.
Have had at least once.
Let him be an adult. He isn't even 100 yet.
He is almost there, though. Like, his 100th birthday is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I am 100 in 2 weeks, Dad. You can get off my case. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
What's funny is that Paladin Dad even made Druid Dad make a promise to Daoine to back off once they reached 100. Like,
An adult. It's like, I love you, Dad. I understand.
I love you.
It's like,
I love you, but you won't even let me go on adventures with you. So like, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Just stay home
and sit on my rump.
No. Stop smoking that if you want.
your Druid Dad. Your Druid Dad to himself in a perfect world.
In a perfect world, I'll be in your pocket at all times.
Daoine, when his Paladin Dad asks her to do something, adventure, immediately gets caught up in massive shenanigans.
Do you know what would have been really funny? If we were out in the middle of nowhere and you spot a mouse that is very nice and happy with you, and you're just like, Dad? And it goes, no, I'm not. Fuck.
I mean, honestly, I do see that happening. Though to be fair, Daoine's like, hey, that's one of your animal forms, Dad.
Well, what are you doing? Nothing.
Just hello.
Check up on me.
Just hello, Father. I've missed you too.
Woof. I mean, what? Sorry.
This disguise wouldn't scare, or this disguise wouldn't fool anyone. Samara walks over. What a beautiful mouse.
All of a sudden, the mouse bites your hand.
Yeah, everything to do with Daoine's parents will be comedy gold.
Yeah, it's quite a show, I'll tell you.
Because if Daoine does decide to go through with the plan of just fucking with Councilman Isaac's head, it's just, hey, Dad, remember that thing you told me about? That where, like, sometimes it's kind of funny to make people squirm a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do that.
There's a small, like, you'd have to roll a perception, but if it was a good one, you'd see just a small bit of pride behind your dad's eyes.
Tear.
It's like, yes, that's my boy. Off to cause mayhem.
Ah.
Yeah, this is
Dad
how I
walks back over with a drink, just like, what's our son doing? Causing chaos. Oh no.
Paladin Dad's more like, I trust Daoine not to make a scene. Like,
Daoine.
Paladin Dad's very chill. He's like, look, this is my family, this is what they're like. I know what to expect. I'm not... Like, I'm more worried about you causing a scene because someone hits on Daoine at this party. Like...
Daoine's just like, hi.
Daoine just wide-eyed and smiley in the middle of the ballroom. Hi guys, hello.
It's like, oh, everyone. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, and Daoine just spots them as like, it's like, Dad, other Dad, yay! Everyone else, wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not really concerned on if Daoine is the perfect gentleman or not. Like, because even though they are royalty, they are, far enough away to where like they only have to make minor appearances in court.
They are not
Like-
in the direct. They're not in the direct line of succession like Daoine's cousins.
Yeah.
And as such, Daoine's just like, I'm gonna go cause some mayhem over there.
Your aunt does dote on you, though. Your aunt loves you like her own child. She's just like, oh, Daoine,
Such a precious little bean.
such a precious bean. I'm gonna dress you up.
Daoine,
In the
okay.
thing.
Also, Daoine, this is very frilly.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Daoine looks like a freaking dress-up doll. Comedy goal.
Oh,
Oh no.
give it time.
Because here's Daoine putting on his best fancy dress manners in his best fancy dress clothes, which will be another bit of comedy gold.
Mm-hmm.
That would be hilarious. Just
To be fair, I will also say with that comment you just sent me, Mums, that the literature was given to you by Zelda Rook as well. Like,
of course it was. Zelda, damn you.
Oh, good God. Do I, yes, I dare ask, what?
He's
romance
into
novels.
romantic novels. Yeah, he's really into romantic novels, which is the reason why his sense how things is so borked. He's like,
Oh.
I want someone to sweep me off my feet.
By the way, me and Mums came up with a really cute, like, doesn't have anything to do with plot. It's just, nice little filler Samuruk memories of him and Zelda Rook playing Hero together.
Aww.
And he's like, "You are my squire." And this is, and then I forget who was the damsel in distress.
Probably one of the sisters.
Older Rook. Older Rook was the so-called maiden in distress that they covered in their mother's makeup.
Yeah, because and I quote, Zelda Rook thinks that Samara is quote unquote too scary to play this role. Like,
yeah.
I'm taking that's one of the sisters.
there's only one sister.
Oh God, that poor girl.
I mean, she's doing all right. But yeah, like he and then also the supposed bad guy was Mal, and he was busy with his studies
All the time.
all the time, and they were like, "Unhand the lovely Alden, you fiend." Alden's just sitting there like, I have no say in this. I have no, I do not know what's going on. I woke up this way.
Help!
I was having a nap.
I was having a lovely nap, and I woke up slathered in Mom's makeup like this.
And I've now got a 2-year-old hitting me with a wooden sword.
This is adorable.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I also said that they would attack. They were attacking him with like, I don't remember what, like just toys. And eventually, he's just like, "That's it." He turns around, grabs a pillow from his bed,
Yeet! Just yeets the pillow at one of the children.
He has a catapult! Get down!
he grabs Samuruk first and like has him like pinned under his arm, like.
Just siblings being gremlins.
And Zelda's just like, "You fiend! You've taken my squire!"
Yeah, and I imagine Daoine has vaguely similar memories with his cousins.
Good
Yes.
2-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah. They would try to put Daoine in the damsel role, and Daoine would be like, I'm just gonna go be the hero. Like,
It's like, I don't think this is gonna work.
no, it's just funny. Like they try to get you to play along the thing, and then all of a sudden your girl cousin is just like, I mean, I can do it. I'm fine with it. Because she's a sweetheart and must be protected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah. I don't really like getting all roughhousey anyway. Like, she only does the training because she has to. Mm-hmm. She's like, you guys have fun sparring. I'm just gonna,
be over
make
here.
A flower crown.
And Daoine's just like, this is fun.
Actually, like there are times where you and your female cousin, like, Iowa, it was Iowa, because like Ata's your male cousin, I believe.
Yeah.
Iowa, she would braid your hair and put like flowers in it, like you do, and you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's just, this is fun.
Yep, this is fun. All of a sudden, you get tackled by Ada. You let your guard down, cousin.
Wrestle me.
And just, yeah. Also for that sweetheart cousin.
Mm-hmm. The first one, Simon.
Yeah, Daoine adores his cousins. Which is part of why, when he was told about the problem, he was so willing to, well, to put it bluntly, raise hell to get it fixed.
Yeah, the cousins' name are Ata and Iowa.
Mm. One thing I really do like when we were talking about the random memories was just that one particular moment where Zeldaruk's just like, you will rule the day, the squire, just meh. Just unhappy face, just slightly grumpy, and it just makes Malaruk laugh.
This means war, brother o' mine, and Mal's just like, yeah, get out of my room.
It's like, I have things that must be done.
All of a sudden, his twin brother,
Amma
just is like, oh no, would you look at that? I have stolen the squire. Zelda, you get back here! Just because you're crumpets does not mean you can get away with this!
Siblings being...
Get back here, Hades!
Yeah.
What's funny is, at this point, Samuruk is just like, you know what? I like being captured.
I kind of like this. Being manhandled.
I like this. I'm hanging out with Emma. Like, this is great.
And of course,
just so you're aware, for context, Susan, Emma looks exactly like Samuruk. Like they are spitting images of each other. The eldest brother and the youngest brother. Like,
yeah, it's like if Daoine ever saw like a painting of like the whole family together, it's like if Daoine didn't know, there would be a, why'd you paint one of them twice, but one's shorter?
To be fair, it would be harder to see because that part of the painting would be kind of hidden because of culture.
Yeah, Daoine would. If Daoine had access to an uncovered version, it would be just like, why'd you paint this one a second time? Only shorter. Looks at Samuruk, looks at the painting, looks at Samuruk. Wait a minute. Is this you?
No. You see, I'm the one pulling on the ear because that's Zelda Rook, and I had him by the face.
Oh, so you're the smaller one. I thought you were the taller one.
No, that was my eldest brother, Amr. He went on a trip and never came back.
Ah, my condolences. I hope he returns soon.
Sorry.
Is the with the
I am
oldest
evil.
the oldest son is in the wind.
Yes.
Mm.
No,
As
the
far as-
oldest son.
yeah.
The oldest son was a devoted brother. I just have this image of him grabbing hold of Samuruk, running down.
Mal's more of Malaruk's more of the hot-headed one.
Yeah. I just have this image of Amaruk going, and away I must head to the pools of taxation. He goes, oh, no, he's taking Samuruk for a bath. Vile fiend!
No! And it's like, look, if you're gonna be my hostage, you're gonna be a hostage that smells nice. Like,
Yes.
all of a sudden, Dad just barges in like, Emma, what are you doing? And I was like, Samuruk needed a bath. I thought that was obvious.
Bathing the child. I am cleansing the youngest spawn.
I could smell him from across the way.
Mm-hmm. Around that point, your dad have been like, okay, give him here, and you'd be with your dad. But he'd be like, Emma, you gotta get back to your studies though, and he'd be like, yeah, I get it, okay. But yeah, that was around the time when your dad actually carried you on his shoulders.
Aww. Mainly because you were small enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure, that's the reason he stopped. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Definitely the reason. There's no other reason why. No, never.
Like what we would like to call the prelude to the incident.
The prelude.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the way that the Samuruk's family line goes is Amma is the oldest. Mal is the second oldest, and Mal is the one who's hot-headed.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
are twin
extra.
brothers. Emma and Mal are twins, but
one is the calm and collected one. The other one is the sensitive and hot-headed one.
yeah. Emma was basically golden boy. He could do no wrong. He was a great brother, great eldest son. He was a good egg.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, he wasn't like he didn't know as much of the world as he'd have liked to know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because he was confined to the to home most of his life. Actually, all of his life. It's kind of sad.
Meanwhile, you have Daoine's family, where it's just him, Paladin Dad, Druid Dad, and Daoine's like, I want to go on an adventure. Where are you going? The backyard.
Nice.
Later, spots Daoine up a tree.
I'm gonna let Mumsy answer that question because Mumsy, as far as Samuruk is aware, why is he successor now?
Because he acquired the mark of Camdilla.
Mm-hmm.
In his mind, that is the reason why he's been given the responsibility of being on the throne.
Yeah, in Samuruk's family history, whoever bears the mark is usually the one chosen for succession above all else.
Yeah.
Samuruk's biggest concern, though, is why the mark that he's seen on his brother all his life is now on him.
Yeah.
A valid question, comment, and concern.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm pretty sure Samruk is the kind of kid that would poke something.
Now, the public story is that Candilla chooses her, like, the one with the mark. Like, publicly, that's what's known, like, in the histories. So as far as Samuruk is concerned, Candilla chose him.
Mm-hmm. Did she actually choose him? We will not know.
For a while.
Mm.
So.
Well, I mean, most importantly, he just wants his brother back.
Yeah.
But he's kind of just accepted that the mark will not leave him.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, what's very sad is that because of the incident, Samuruk is kind of banished from that duty now. And so he's kind of there's a possibility that he could come back home and rule, but it would take a huge sort of gesture for that to be acceptable. Because at this moment he's considered to be
a traitor.
A traitor. But unfortunately, they can't remove the mark from him.
The goddess has to be the one to do that, and she ain't doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he was found
that is
dead in the food.
That's a very interesting theory you have there, Simon.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good theory.
Yeah. It's up to Mumsy how much of Samuruk's backstory he wants to delve into. Because, you know, this the incident hasn't been discussed at all in campaign yet. It might soon, but
But since we haven't really touched on it, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Though I think Simon was putting some pieces together because of our previous conversation.
Yeah, probably. I cannot deny or confirm.
But yeah, what I love is that Mumsy knows one part of the story, while I know the whole story. And as DM, I find that very entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Just knowing how much I squirm. The more I find out, and the more my brain just goes, wow.
I do have to work on Daoine's stuff at some point this week. Gotta write it down on paper.
yeah. I was gonna say, Daoine, I'm fairly well adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
And your father, and if it was up to me, it would stay that way.
Yeah, no, you've been very good, Simon, at out Thera's campaign. Pop into. You have nothing on my friend Liam at work. Good God, that guy is so omnipotent sometimes that I worry that I might
Mhm.
need to start taking out lottery tickets. Just
Yeah. Like Liam is insanely good at predicting.
yeah.
What was funny was one of his predictions, he predicted before the crew, and then it happened, and we were like, I'll be damned.
Yeah. No, we were like, wow.
Now he's our oracle at IRL.
Yeah. We don't
Um,
need Maxos anymore. We go Liam.
but yeah, I will say what's fun about Samuruk's tale is that there's the stuff that's easy to figure out, and then there's the stuff that actually happened. Hooray.
Yeah.
What exactly happened that he predicted? I think it was the Hydra.
Yeah, it was the Hydra and something to do with the most recent episode.
Oh, really? We'll discuss that later, but like that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, with my campaign, there's the stuff that's really easy to figure out, and then there's the stuff below the surface that only certain hints will be given later on in campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Whether or not we'll
storytelling.
notice it is a different matter. But yeah.
Though I have to be careful with Mumsy because me and him get so excited about Samrock's storyline that I almost blow it. I'm like,
well, even if you did, I have the tendency to forget shit, so it
yeah, that's why
isn't
you're
too
fun to
bad.
talk to.
Yeah.
And what's funny is even if he knows it's coming, he still emotes the same.
The Hydra that
Yeah.
you will not talk to Murdrin about. Yeah, the one that pretty much beat our asses, yes. He predicted that.
He predicted the Hydra and he predicted the hippogriffs.
Yes, he did. He did. He was watching Harry Potter as if you
And he
met some
was
hippogriff and had a
and he was
Harry
like,
Potter.
wouldn't it be interesting if Samuruk, met some hippogriffs?
Spyro.
Oh, Spyro. Spyro. I meant Spyro. My brain.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed both of your characters have an S in their name.
A lot of my characters do. A lot of my good characters that I made have S's in their name. I have Spyro, Sari, and I have Samuruk. Those are my main three at the moment. But yeah.
Funny enough, small little fact about Daoine. Originally, Daoine was not their name.
Yeah. I shifted it over due to
Due to, I changed my mind, DM, this is the name. And I was like, oh, okay.
yeah, it was far enough away from actual campaign launch that it wasn't much of a problem.
Yeah. But yeah, talking about Daoine does have some interesting things that will come up eventually, but as of this moment, Daoine's just chilling. Daoine's just trying to, have a good time.
Have a vaguely normal existence.
Yeah, at the moment, Daoine's like, interesting how my first encounter with the outside world, it feels kind of plot-liney. like, that's a surprise.
I am in this random country for no more than 20 minutes.
And then all of you jokers show up.
Yep.
Yeah, at the moment, Daoine's more having a journey of self-discovery,
Mm-hmm.
which will lead to other things, but, you know.
Yeah.
I already do have some plans for Daoine, I just haven't written them down.
That would be an absolute mess, to be 100% honest, Simon.
It'd be hilarious, but it would be a mess. So
Yeah.
let's just not.
I think you missed one of the fingers.
I feel like the
I'm
Fate
gonna-
people would be so confused.
It's like, what the fuck am I looking at? Everyone else, rude.
Oh, funny enough, Mums, you do have a character that doesn't start with an S. You have Jonathan from the Fate campaign.
True. Jonathan is the... Yeah.
He's the special egg. I mean, to be fair, Samrock's pretty special, because I feel like even though he is similar to some of your other characters, he has very distinct differences.
Oh, yeah.
So... all of your characters are bubbly, though. Like, no matter what you're playing. Like,
I know.
I
I
love-
can't seem to make a non-bubbly character.
I love Jonathan because he's like, I can snap this person's neck like nothing, but I am also just a dapper chap. Like, look at me. Look at me in my top hat.
I may kill, but you have to look good doing it.
I slay.
I slay. I slay
Hey.
these slaps.
Samrock is similar, but he doesn't really want to kill people.
No.
He can, but he doesn't want to.
He's like, look, I have my mother told me to not use my moves for evil. There's children in peril. Okay, here comes the fists.
I almost said something that was going to come out so wrong. Never mind. Shut up now.
My character hasn't watched any television. Prepare to be sad. He has not watched any television.
Jonathan was too busy getting his ass kicked 24/7.
How about Alfie, Susan?
Alfie, it's kind of a I would if I had the time, which I do not.
Okay.
Because Alfie has had to be preparing for her duties as heir to the family household.
I also feel like Tula would just be so focused on training and stuff that Tula doesn't really care.
Yeah. Quentin.
Quentin, probably. Most likely. Most definitely.
Yeah. Quentin sounds like the weeb of us all.
Yeah, Quentin's definitely the weeb with his little fedora.
Yeah, the treacherous backstabbing weeb.
Oh, yeah. We can actually talk about that openly because it's not recorded or anything.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it! I knew my player writer instinct was like, you shouldn't trust Quentin. But me, my character, I am a himbo, and I was like, friend.
My character was so stripping.
Oh yeah, shipping Alfie with Quentin.
Tula.
Oh, with Tula. Tula with
Yeah.
Quentin. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because they had
rivals.
such angst.
Well,
They had
yeah,
such angst
rivalry.
together. Yeah.
What's
Sorry.
with you and rivalry?
I don't know.
And of course, if it ever got brought up to Alfie, it's just like, wait, what? You want to what? You think what?
You know, because the way that they, are at each other's throat, they might be, down each other's throats a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
And Alfie
Yes.
just has this face of eternal suffering.
Basically, it's like if Jude was a himbo, but in a very without imagine Jude without Phoenix and himbo energy.
Aww.
That would be Alexander or Alec. Alec, he is a gremlin. He's also the youngest of the group. He has much to prove, and his master was basically like. If I had to say who his master was like, I'd say a mix of Ava, Iroas, and what's his sister's name?
Nylea.
Nylea. Yeah. All of those combined is his master.
Whee!
Why indeed? Because Crow likes to DM without the nervousness of it's all being recorded. So,
Which is fair.
It's what makes it's one of our we're having fun, campaigns. Not that we're not having fun with the other ones. We have fun with all
this
of
is
them.
just this is just for fun.
Yeah, I will say one thing. Whenever Crow comes up with a cliffhanger, it friggin' kills me. Every time. Oh, he's just got this way of... He's got this way of ending something that makes you want more. And it is both frustrating and very, very great at the same time. The amount of times I found myself thinking, you rat bastard. You get back here, you explain yourself.
Yeah, I haven't really put a cliffhanger on you guys yet in Drags Boxes because it's just so early. I'm like, no cliffhanger yet.
Not that you need to. The storytelling itself is just beautiful. Lot 3 was definitely our favourite so far.
So here's the thing about Alec. Even though he has his magical circuits, he's been so cut off from the rest of the Fate universe that he doesn't really understand them. It's like...
I have thingamajigs in me that let me do magic. Neat!
neat. Oh, I could do magic stuff. Cool. I could turn into a wolf. And he's just like, oh, hey, my cousin, all of a sudden my teacher's like, hey, you need to live with your cousin now. And your cousin's like, oh, yeah, you need to live with me. And Alex here like, what? What's going on? What? And then suddenly he's in an internship. And then suddenly this person's saying, hey, by the way, if the main, group doesn't do their job, you guys are plan B, and suddenly, oh my god, we're plan B. It's happening right now. Why can't I just want to go back to my trees.
I would like to go hide under the bed, please, and sleep until things make sense again.
Pretty much. He's just that's why he's clinging to Jonathan so much. He's like, friendship. Friend. You're my friend. Please don't betray me.
Don't be a Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
He's like Alfie and Tula, they're just too serious for me.
Alfie knows how to relax, just maybe not when the timeline's at stake.
Yeah, I know, but Alex was like, I never asked to be a hero. I just wanted to live.
Nobody who ends up a hero ever asks for it.
I can't believe that Jonathan and because this was completely by accident, and Crow laughed so hard. The fact that Jonathan and Alec have very similar backstories.
Yeah.
Except for key details.
Yeah. No, when we were coming up with the Crow was listening to it, and as I was saying it, great, good, even better, fantastic. I love this. Oh, this is going to keep me happy for a while. I'm like, what's going to keep you happy for a while? And I'm just like, this meshes well. This works real well. Yes, great. And I'm like, please tell me. And then I found out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, at one point he actually, was to me, he was like, so I finally decided what I'm gonna do with Alex's backstory. And I was like, what does that mean? So we might be more connected than I think, but I don't know.
Way, that would be weird. That would be really weird.
Even if it wasn't the vampire, maybe whoever the vampire works for? Question mark? I don't know.
Vampires are considered to be the zombies in the Fate universe. They just bleh, do.
Oh, they just bleh. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't have a vampire in my flashback. As far as Alex aware,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't really know why the house went on fire.
Jonathan knows why his house went on fire. It was basically them killing the vampire. It set the vampire ablaze, which set the house ablaze.
Just threw the baby out with the bathwater, I guess. Oh, hell, random surviving toddler. Come with me.
Yeah. But I do like the parallels because Jonathan was taken in by his teacher, and then I was taken in by my teacher because of the same sort of incident. Our families died in a fire.
Yeah.
Then you have my character who's just like, hi, I'm vaguely well-adjusted.
Oh no, I'm sure that Alfie has so much in store for us later on. I just,
Yeah.
Anyways, it's one of those things, Alfie, I have an arm with scales on it. The problem is that, and I've even talked about it with Lava and Mumsy, all of our characters are too nice to, push you on this.
To go, the fuck is this?
All of our characters are to Alec. Alec is like, oh, okay, that's me with my wolf thing. Okay, sure, that makes sense. It's not, but poor boy, he's trying.
And part of Daoine is not Daoine. Part of Alfie is happy they're not freaking out about it.
Yeah, but I wanted to let you know this, Susan, because we kind of felt like you were trying to get us to react, and I was like, sorry, Susan, my character's not going to react to this.
They are too polite to ask questions.
They're English.
Yeah.
Finally, Alfie might just go, okay.
I mean,
look.
Technically, my character's Scottish.
Scottish don't really ask questions unless it's about them, and then usually it's sort of welcome with a Glasgow welcome, which is a headbutt. So
yeah, like what we did in episode 1. That was amazing. We had tea. Yeah. We had tea, and then after that, greeting. Boom.
Yes.
and poor Alfie's just watching this go down with a, what the fuck?
I mean, Alec does like Alfie. He really does like Alfie, but he feels like Alfie doesn't really have any opinion on him.
She doesn't know what to do with this strange little feral creature.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy who wants to please, but he also just doesn't really know what to do. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, no,
I am gonna kind of wrap up the stream here because I don't know what else to do with it.
That's fair.
I think it looks nice. Very pretty.
Thank you. Thank you all very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.